The Dog and the Bone. A lesson in gratitude. Once upon a time, in a small peaceful village, there lived a cheerful brown dog named Bruno. Bruno was friendly and loved by everyone. The baker gave him crumbs, the butcher tossed him bits of meat, and the children loved to pat his head. But Bruno had one weakness. He was never satisfied with what he had. One sunny morning, Bruno trotted past the butcher's shop and saw something wonderful. A big, juicy bone, fresh from the morning's meat cuts. The smell made his tail wag wildly. Woof! That's the biggest, most delicious bone I've ever seen, he thought. He barked politely, and the kind butcher smiled. You've been a good dog, Bruno. Here, take it. Bruno grabbed the bone in his mouth and pranced out proudly. This is my bone, my very own treasure. As he walked toward home, he couldn't stop admiring it. He imagined how good it would taste, how everyone in the village would envy him. But Bruno wanted to eat it alone, quietly, where no one could ask for a piece. So he ran through the fields, across the hills, and down to the small wooden bridge that crossed a clear stream. He looked into the water, and what did he see? Another dog, down below, staring up at him with the same big, juicy bone in its mouth. Oh no, Bruno growled. That dog has a bone too, and it looks even bigger than mine. Greed began to whisper in his mind. If I can just get that bone too, I'll have two, then I'll be the happiest dog in the world. Without thinking, Bruno barked loudly, Woof! Woof! To scare the other dog and grab his bone. But the moment he opened his mouth, splash! His own bone fell straight into the river, and as the ripples cleared, Bruno realized the truth. The other dog was only his reflection. His heart sank. The water carried his precious bone away out of sight. Bruno sat on the bridge, wet-nosed and sad. He had lost everything because he wanted more than he needed. As the sun set and fireflies began to glow, Bruno quietly walked back to the village, tired and wiser. The baker saw him and smiled kindly. What's wrong, Bruno? Lost your treat? Bruno wagged his tail weakly. He had learned something that day, something more valuable than a bone. From then on, whenever Bruno got a small biscuit or bone, he wagged his tail gratefully. He no longer dreamed of what others had. He knew happiness comes not from having more, but from being thankful for what we already have. Moral of the story: greed makes us lose what we already have. Gratitude keeps our hearts full, even when our hands are not. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, Sprouts Cottage. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time for more fun and learning.